Have you guys noticed for past 3 weeks or so, Sony has been all over the place, and things have just gotten worse and worse for Sony. From complete flop of a game called Concord to a slightly better version of PS5 called PS5 Pro, then turning complete 180 by releasing an excellent platformer called Astrobot, and also many other multiple things kept me wondering what is wrong with 9th generation gaming consoles, especially PlayStation. Well, let us address the elephant in the room, PS5 Pro, which is priced for $700.
Damn!
That's expensive. And to make this elephant stand on his own 2 feet, you need to spend almost around $800 so you can have a stand and a disc drive. So this makes PlayStation 5 Pro the most expensive console ever made. And the reason behind the price hike is that PlayStation lacks the competition. If you took the best games ever made for the past 5 years, majority of them will be PlayStation exclusive and also released with a nice consistency. And this makes PlayStation kind of have a monopoly on the market. And its main competitor Xbox, they're just buying major gaming studios left and right. And let me tell you, Microsoft will never focus around building a game with something new and original. What? You don't believe me? Here's what Steve Jobs has to say about Microsoft.
The only problem with Microsoft is they just have no taste. They have absolutely no taste. And what that means is, I don't mean that in a small way, I mean that in a big way. In the sense that they don't think of original ideas and they don't bring much culture into their product. I have a problem with the fact that they just make really third-rate products. Their products have no spirit to them. Their products have no sort of spirit of enlightenment about them. They are very pedestrian. And the sad part is that most customers don't have a lot of that spirit either.
This is what Microsoft does. They almost make the third-grade products for the consumers. Microsoft will milk that gaming franchise that they bought from the gaming studios. The only reason Xbox 360 was a big thing because Microsoft so desperately wanted its foot in the gaming industry, and they did it successfully with that console, and Xbox became a household name. Looks like PlayStation is taking the same approach by giving you the bare minimum and also with a high price tag. I mean, really, what difference does it make on a gaming experience based on these two comparisons? I guess it would have worked if they showed more new games like the new Metal Gear Solid or Silent Hills. Well, to be honest, if you own a PlayStation 5, then there is no need to get the Pro version. But if you don't own a PlayStation 5, then wait until they sell the Pro version with a discount or bundled up with some games. And talking about bundled up game, we have Astrobot, the game solely released so that they can remove the bad taste in our mouth caused by the price of PlayStation Pro. I mean, they say it's excellent, and the previous entry in the franchise came up with PlayStation 5 as a demo for the PlayStation 5 controller, except this one seems a little bit nice. And Concord. Like, who really bought this game to make a review on it, right? But this game's whole existence is kinda crazy to me. Well, at this point, it's safe to assume that the companies have more customer data than the customer itself, right? Then why the fuck did the PlayStation pull the plug on this game when they saw the data for enough pre-orders? And hell, they worked 8 years on this fucking game. And PlayStation is not a rookie contender at the gaming industry to do such a mistake. Well, okay, let us assume that the Concord have somehow slipped through all these cracks and made it to the beta. Then really, did they expect 1,000 players in the beta for the game that almost cost around $200 million to make? Or is this game made to really push the woke propaganda? Like I previously said, complete bizarre situation. But this game made a record in the gaming industry that the game can die within a week of its release. Well, seeing this whole situation from a gamer's perspective, this game looks like a game that should be launched on PS Plus, just like Rocket League. What is Destiny's Destiny? Let me tell you, it doesn't look so good. I mean, they have released the roadmap for up until 2025, but it is just completely vague. And from the recent Bungie layoffs, I don't have trust in those expansions either. And that's the reason why folks, gameplay or trailers are made to show us the promises, not the screenshot of things. And the PvP part of this game is just completely neglected by Bungie devs. And on the PvE side of things, it just feels completely overpowered. Like kind of in a good way. This game right now is just complete ability spam. And also speedrunners' favorite playground. Well, at least make this game welcoming for new players. It is very hard to recommend this game for anyone who just want to try the best Destiny 2 has to offer. Well, they kinda did it successfully with the Into the Light update, but still, it's very hard to convince a friend to try Destiny 2. And overall, this game has become a really weird one. I don't know if I like it or not, but with friends, this game can be a fun time. And the bad news doesn't stop there. Annapurna Interactives, the guys behind Outer Lands, Cocoon, Stray, and my personal favorite game, What Remains of Edith Finch. The entire dev team of that studio has resigned after failing to reach an agreement on spinning off as an independent entity. Well, these indie developers has very different approach on storytelling in games. As I said before, What Remains of Edith Finch, the story in that game feels so real when you play the game, and it just hits different. As an indie game, that game is like almost 11 out of 10. And it's sad to see that those talented devs are gone. And I wish them good luck on their future endeavors. And well, that's it. Thank you for watching the video, and let me know what you think all about this in the comment section below. And I will see you on the next one.